Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 20 of Direwolf20's server play series. I love saying that. Alright, so working on my B room still, and also have some work to do on the workshop, which I'm going to get to pretty soon. So determined the following bit of information. A lot of time spent off camera messing around with bees, and I got myself up to a purebred industrial and a purebred imperial, which is really going to help because it means I can start making alvearies, which is like, you know, the end-all be-all of bee production stuff. But also discovered something very useful and cool is when you're analyzing and breaking down your genes of your bees and getting yourself some liquid DNA. Good news is that it doubles the output of liquid DNA if you analyze your bees before destroying them. So we're going to want to come up with a good system here to send all the bees that right now are getting instantly sent into the gene pool. We're going to go ahead and analyze them first with an analyzer and then pump them into the gene pool. I think that sounds like a pretty good plan. All we got to do in order for that to happen is get ourselves an analyzer and some liquid honey. And for that, we're going to need a squeezer. Hey, look at that. I've got a squeezer. And actually, I have two of them. Cool. Also have a centrifuge. That's an extra. And I think I have an analyzer around here somewhere, too. At least I thought I did. What did I do with it? Could have sworn I had an analyzer. Also, I put down this extra chest because I wanted to make sure that no items were getting stuck anywhere. So you can see I've got a bunch of royal jelly.
I don't have an analyzer. I have a B-analyzer.
Yeah, no, I had an analyzer. I just don't know what I did with it. I must have put it somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's in my bag. Haha, nice.
It hides.
It does. So, analyzer ready, squeezer ready. Gonna get a whole bunch of honey set up and ready to squeeze. And basically, I think my plan is to squeeze the honey into this tank, and this will act like a bit of a buffer tank. You can see it's not really a tank yet. I have to get a valve set up down there. I'm trying to decide exactly how I want it to go, and I might have to rearrange a few things in this room for the time being, but we'll figure it out. So give me a few minutes here, and I'll be back when I'm ready to rearrange a few things here to start analyzing my bees. Alright guys, here is a giant mess of pipes. What I came up with is the following. This pipe is the one that connects and filters out the royal jelly and pollen. Royal jelly and pollen should continue along this way, but everything else should go down the red path, which connects into the back of the hopper there. So I don't know if I showed you guys on camera me making that earlier, but there we go. So the red path is where everything goes that's not royal jelly and pollen, and we don't ever want anything going the yellow path, so that's why yellow is blocked off with stone bricks. Cool. Then I'm going to get myself a piece of honey. Yoink. And the honey is what's going to go down, and when it hits this pipe here, honey is going to go into the red line. Okay, so basically, any items that are going down this path are going to head down green, royal jelly, and pollen. Cool. And then if honey gets there, it's going to go ahead and head down into the red line. That sounds good. I mean, I could put honey down, well, let's see, green. Yeah, I'll put honey in the green line too. Even though honey should really never be coming from this direction, but just in case it does for whatever reason, it'll know what to do with it. Then the honey is going to go into this hopper, which is going to be connected up to my squeezer. So let's see. Squeezer goes right there. Cool. And at the bottom of the squeezer is where we connect up our liquiducts, which I might have some of in here, or I might not. How about in here?
Entered your channel.
Yo, is that Soren?
Hello.
Yo, what's up, buddy?
Soren.
Just started recording.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm working on the bee room, and then I figure we can get to the workshop pretty soon. I have some awesome ideas for the workshop. I can't wait.
Bye.
Yeah, indeed. So I just
Anything I've already laid out, you can change easily, so.
Cool. I like that you already got the thing set up pretty well with the size and everything of the power room, which I'll explain to the YouTube audience in a moment here. But I'm going to put a valve here and a valve here. Cool. Let's initialize that tank, multi-tank, and liquiducts. So what we should get now is any honey. Now, what happens is the honey comes out of the centrifuge here, right? So it's going to come down here, and it's going to have to figure out which way to go. So I need to tell it honey goes up the white line. We're also going to want to send that green propolis stuff from Jungle Bees, but I don't have any at the moment because it's all been processed. So I have to adjust this in a moment to say the green propolis stuff also goes up white. And then this guy, we're going to have the green propolis also go out, a different line here. I think it's, I guess yellow is the one. Okay, cool. Works for me. So, yeah, that looks good. All right, so here, honey going up this line so that when we do get some honey, it should come in and land about here and land inside this guy. Boom. And the squeezer is going to process it, squeeze it out, and it should dump out. Now, I might need to mess around with this wrench dude a little bit so that the honey flows out properly. I think you need powered output for this. Oh, right. There we go. Honey. Nice. And then if we want the honey to come out of here into the analyzer, which is going to go here. Cool. And that's where it's going to analyze the bees. Analyzer only needs power. It doesn't need power. It only needs honey. So, being shot by a skeleton outside. What's up, buddy? I heard a noise. This guy's going to come up here to there. And wrench and lever. Cool. So now we have a nice buffer tank of honey, and this will eventually be tesseract over to the workshop so that anybody who needs honey can get it. But for now, Squeezer's doing its job. Ooh, I guess we have to pump the propolis out of here for squeezing honey, huh? Oh boy, getting more complicated by the minute. Where's that going to pump out to? I mean, I could just pump it out the side here, I guess. I think we've got some autarkic gates laying around. I do. Some wooden piping, sure. And we're going to need another diamond pipe down this way. You know what? I guess this could be an iron right here. Because we really never want anything going into... No, it needs to be a diamond. Right? Probably. Yeah. Alright. Another diamond piped here. With a wooden pipe here. Red can never be anything. And going down, black, we pretty much want... going up, it should be honey. So white should be honey again, and everything else can go down black. This is a complicated piping system. Like, crazy complicated. It's getting really ridiculous at this point, but I think it's going to be cool. I think it's going to work. And because there's a lever right there, redstone signal on equals energy pulsar, and we should start pulling out the propolis, right? I would think. Yep, there it goes, and it should make its way down that way. Just saw something zip along. 28. I think it'll be adding into this chest. This is just a temporary chest, by the way. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, it's not adding into that chest. Is it adding into here? Propolis, what is your problem? Why can't you figure out where to go? Our filter's broken?
Oh, routers will put evenly distributed items, so we'll put some there and then put some in the chest as far as I know.
Well, no, I've got it on thoroughness, and it's just not running at the moment. Maybe I need to break and replace this guy? Weird. Anyway, we've got liquid honey. I'm happy enough with that. I'll be back in a few minutes, guys, once I figure out what's wrong with this thing. Also, I'm going to want to test this in a minute. Alright guys, back and cleaned this up a little bit, and I want to get an apiarist pipe. Yoink. And set that guy up right here. And basically it's going to be set up as follows. Red will be any bee. And green can be any item. And yellow will be closed. So basically, I want bees to come up this path now, and they're going to come up here, and items will go down this way, and bees will go into the hopper, which will then connect into the analyzer to analyze the bees. Not bad. So this will tidy up a bit of the mess that I have back here, because I don't need this stuff happening anymore. Basically, maybe I'll put this guy back and just say white can be princesses, just in case a princess manages to make its way down this path. So princesses go up into the chest, and blue can be anything. Cool. So then items will come down here as well as drones. Drones will land inside the analyzer to be analyzed, and then items will get processed in the centrifuge and squeezers. And you can see the squeezers cruising along doing its thing. I threw a bunch of honey in there, and we're getting a surplus now in the multi-tank. Thanks, Soren. Multi-tanks are cool. So a bunch of items starting to show up now, but I'm going to process all these and make sure everything behaves itself. So ideally, we should see things flowing through properly. And then we get to have the real fun, which is playing around with some of the extra bees machines.
Yay!
I know, I can't wait. Alright, so dripping comb should have made its way to the centrifuge. Hooray! Keep an eye on the pollen inside the gold chest for me, Soren, and tell me if it increases by 2.
That would be a yes.
Hooray! Pollen made its way over there properly. So far, so good. I feel like I want to test everything.
Test all the things.
Exactly. Alright. Let's see what happens to the honey. So centrifuge, hopefully get honey out of it. Yeah, I did. Let's see if honey makes its way over to here somehow. Watching and waiting for honey. There it goes, nice. Honey should have landed in here. Cool. Well, we had a ton, so, I mean, we can only assume that it did. And it didn't go here, that's for sure. Nice. And when we get some dead bees, we should have some drones filter their way through here. I'm going to test one of them with a diligent. So diligent drone should make its way into the analyzer. And again, this is all in the name of doubling our liquid DNA output, because liquid DNA, basically, you get double if you have analyzed your bee before all that other cool stuff. That's cool, Soren. Okay, what happened here? I'm not seeing a drone. Princesses, white, blue, anything. Where'd that bee go? we'll just wait for an actual bee to die, because I think it's just bouncing out the obsidian pipe right now. Any of these guys close to death? There it goes. Went off in that direction at least. Hopefully it lands up here somewhere. Oh, nice, it did. Perfect. Diligent drone hanging out right there. Then we want a wooden and a stone should be fine. Just debating exactly how I want to line this up. So I'll be back in a second, guys. I think I'm just going to run it like this, but I mean, that should be fine, right? Should be. All right, this should do. I'm going to set this guy up. Redstone signal off, energy pulse, and then this will output the B from here, send it up the area here, and then the B should get broken down into liquid DNA. Pretty cool. Alright, I'm pleased with that. Come on now. There we go. Cool. So doubled the output of our liquid DNA thanks to this little nifty contraption. Now let's look at making this room a little fancier looking, and I'm going to go ahead and also work on the advanced bee machines. Alright guys, ready to make all these cool machines. The first one is the isolator. I need some emeralds and some blaze rods. And I think I've got everything I need here. Emeralds, blaze rods, eye of enders, magma cream, tanks, soul sand. So I've got almost everything I need. I lied. I'm missing one individual item. Let's take a look. So isolator. Ready to craft that guy up. I need these advanced genetic machines, which were pretty expensive, by the way. I crafted them off camera. Need an enhanced circuit board, some diamonds and gold, awesome stuff. Isolator is emeralds across the top, and redstone. Cool. Isolator. First epic machine from Extra Bees. And this guy's probably going to go right there. The isolator, it's drawing power. You can see it has a maximum usage of 50 Minecraft joules, so a ton of power is used by this machine. It has also an internal capacitor of 60,000 Minecraft joules, so you can see the redstone energy cell quickly draining to supply the power to that guy. He is pretty expensive, not going to lie. Alright, he's going to be cool, and what he's going to do is he's going to isolate the genes in my bees and allow me to transfer them from one bee to another and be very specific about it. Awesome. Then I've got the replicator. That guy is requiring some Eye of Ender and some empty serum vials. Empty serum vials are going to be an important part of this, and that's what I needed the royal jelly for. So let's go get a stack or so of royal jelly. 33 I'll do for now. And we'll put it right there. Cool. Write myself a recipe and get a few of these vials, because we're going to need, you know, a decent amount of them. Cool. So again, the replicator was redstone again on the bottom. Right? Replicator and the Eye of Ender is along the top. Okay. This guy can replicate the genes that we get from the isolator. Cool. So isolator, replicator. Next up, I want to make a inoculator. I think that's the one I want to do. Yeah. Advanced genetic machine again. Magma creams. All right. So, redstone, magma creams, and advanced genetic machine. Inoculator is actually going to take the genes that I get from the isolator and inoculate my bees with those genes and inject them with the new genes. Cool. Now the last two machines are where we get and do some more real good stuff with the liquid DNA, which is why I've got this pipe set up here. So liquid DNA flows into the valve on this side, and then it comes out the valve on that side and will go into my machines. I just haven't set that part up yet, but that's coming next. And Soren, I think, was getting me a ghast tier. He's the man. Soren, you rock. Yay. Awesome. Cool. So let's get those gas tiers. We needed 3 of them. I know, dude. I was looking earlier and it was like practically impossible to find any. So we need a purifier. And that's what the gas tiers were for. And we need a synthesizer, I want to say. Okay, yeah, that's the one with the soul sand. Look at me, kind of being on top of things for a change. Synthesizer had glass on top. Cool. So basically, synthesizers use liquid DNA to inject into the serums, and purifiers purify your serums. And it's an important step. You gotta purify your serums. You can see this guy actually requires a lot of energy, 100 Minecraft joules per tick to use the purifier. Really important step though, because if you don't purify your DNA before you inject it into your princesses or drones or whatever, your queens won't last forever. It'll be kind of like the hive spawners in that they only last a few life cycles and then eventually die off. So you don't want to have that happen, which is why it's really important to purify your stuff. In order for this all to work now, we need to flip the lever on the liquid DNA. So where's the lever thingy? There it is. And liquid DNA flows into the machines. Nice. Look at that. Ready to roll. And we still have a bunch of the stuff left. Perfect. So the first thing I think I want to do is the following. Let's get some of those bees that are all so kind of annoying. So we've got some marbled, common. These guys are all right. I actually want to head back to my base because I've got a bunch of rocky bees. I want to actually get a bunch of these guys. So right here, just going to grab a handful of the rocky drones from the indexer that I've got. I'll set up an indexer in this area eventually. And we're going to start working on getting some good traits out of these bees. So you can already see gene pool. I think he's about to get nice industrious drone. You know what? I'm going to hang on to that one. I actually don't have a large surplus of industrious drones just yet, so not a bad idea to hang on to some.
Hey, Soren. How come when I put crystals in my crystal barrel, the count goes down by 1?
You know what? I don't know. Anybody know if it matters if you
Yes.
analyze? What? Crystal barrel? What's a crystal
They were
barrel?
like a stat size of -1 at my base, from my TBM. They're returning turning a stat size of -1.
Does anybody know if it matters if you analyze your bee before you run them through the isolator?
No
I'll
idea
ping
on
Benny
that.
on it. Alright, so let's see what kind of cool stuff we get from our isolator here. So empty serum vials on the right, drones on the left, and we're trying to get some good traits out of that drone. Particularly, there's some really good things drones can do. Let's analyze one. Stone drones have some awesome stuff, or the rocky drones, I guess. They have a shorter lifespan, which is pretty good. They don't have much fertility, though, so you only get 1 drone every time it dies, so you never get a surplus of drones. But the cool thing about these guys is that they have a lot of temperature tolerance. So if I can get these temperature and humidity tolerances off this drone, that would be awesome. They're also nocturnal, flyer, and cave, which is also pretty awesome. So I think they can live in caves, they can fly at night. Flyer, I think they work in the rain, so that's even cooler. Yeah. So the rocky drones have a lot of progress that they can go from them, but they have some really good traits that we're going to want to clone, which is why I'm doing this right now. So, how did my isolator make out? Low fertility serum. That sounds awful. Isn't there a way to, get rid of this thing? There must be some way to clear your serum vials. Alright. So let's do another one. And I'll be back in a few once we've done a few of these. I'm going to go ahead and let this guy go through. Alright guys, I'm making myself a powered furnace because you can actually reset those empty vials by cooking them in a furnace. Just found that out, so I'm going to hook that up down here. Cool. We're going to set this guy to have no, this is going to be an all manual system here. So, for example, I've already gotten a couple pretty good serums. I have a lot of the effect cancellation serums, so I want to hang on to that one because that means, for example, the jungle bees that I have that are poisoning me, I can inject them with this effect cancellation serum, and it'll completely cancel out that effect, which is cool. But I don't need 2 of them. I only need 1, really. Cave dwelling, I forget what cave dwelling even means. The humidity tolerance is good because it means that any bees that aren't happy with the humidity of the environment I'm in, I can modify them. So those I want to keep. Low fertility does not sound good. Rocky species I'll hang on to. There's another effect cancellation and another cave dwelling. So effect cancellation, cave dwelling. All right, cool. So these 4 can be cleared out.
A cave dwelling means they don't have to see the sky.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So that's cool. I should probably throw a hopper on top of here. I'll get one later. But yeah, this is working. I like this. Cool. Some more empty vials. So I should also probably get like a big diamond chest of storage to, you know, put all the serums I like. So we got some more, as you can see. Let's see. Another rocky species. Rocky. Slowest flowering. Rocky species. Wow, that's not cool. I need some better ones than that. So I'll be back in a few. Alright guys, I've been working on some species. I have a separate chest for species serums now, and I've got a bunch of stuff. I got the nocturnal serum. I couldn't get the flyer one. I didn't have any luck, but I'm going to keep trying for that one. That's one that lets them work when it's raining out. But what we do have, which is cool, is some cultivateds getting chewed up now, because I want their fast worker trait, because cultivateds make a lot of products. So if I can get the fast worker trait off the cultivated and put them on my bees, then they'll, you know, produce a lot of cool stuff for me. So I got, oh dude, I just got it too. Fast productivity serum. Nice. I'm excited by that. That's awesome.
Nice.
I'm going to hang on to my extra bees here and throw the fast productivity in there. That's what I wanted to get. Perfect. Not sure if there's anything else on the cultivated I want, but I'll hang on to them just in case. So for example, right now, my Imperial Queen is not running because it's not daytime. Operation is only possible during the day. Cool. So let's see. How am I for Imperials, by the way? Do I have a lot of Imperials? Yeah, I do have a lot of Imperial drones, which is good. Just in case I have any problems. Good idea to have a few extras. Alright, so let's take the Imperial Queen and do a little bit of work to get her set up with the ability to work at night. So all I gotta do is take my serum vial for Nocturnal Serum, which is currently empty, and I have to use the synthesizer to fill it up. So you can see we're drawing another 50 EU or MJ per tick here, and we're draining some liquid DNA. So let's see, liquid DNA tank should be draining, I guess it doesn't drain continuously, I guess it just fills it and steals some out of here when the process completes. So for each synthesization, I think, each process of this, we can inject the serum into 1B. So let's see how we make out with it. Should be almost done. There we go. Takes a lot of power to do this, but at least I'm no longer using the isolator. How's my redstone energy cell? It's doing all right.
Go check on the actual production of energy.
I checked it a minute ago. It's all right. Cool, so I've got 1 charge in my Nocturnal Serum. I'm going to let this run a little bit longer. Alright guys, I got this guy up to 3 charges of the Nocturnal Serum. Now I'm going to put it in the purifier. Like I said, the latest changes to extra bees make it so that if you don't use the best serum possible, your bee will eventually die off after you manipulate its genetics. But if you get it up to excellent quality, I think excellent is the best, or perfect. It's either excellent or perfect. I don't know. We'll see. Because it'll stop running through the purifier when it's at the right quality. So all you gotta do is throw it in here. This guy uses 100 Minecraft joules per tick, and it uses even more liquid DNA. So you gotta purify your serums. Looks like that didn't make a change, so we're gonna let it run through again. Cool, 47,200, and this guy's running through again. Let's see what happens. I want to see if it bumps up a quality level, because ideally it should go pretty quick. And good quality, nice. And it used another 100 milliliters, so it uses a little bit of liquid DNA, but we're going to let this guy process, and we'll be back in a few when it's excellent, or perfect, or something. All right, so check it out, guys. We've got excellent quality serum. We know it's working because it's completely, stopped running, so it can't work in the purifier anymore. That means we're good. Now, I put 3 charges on there, but I want to see how this works out. So let's take our Imperial Queen and analyze her. So the deal with the Imperial Queen is she is not nocturnal, okay? So let's get that queen out of there and go ahead and do something with it. I'm going to put the queen in the inoculator. So I guess, all right, queen goes up there, and then the serum goes here. And it's going to take some power. Uses about 25 Minecraft joules per tick, so not too bad in terms of usage to inoculate your queen. All right, this progress bar does take a while to move though, so we'll be back when it's done. Okay, looks like the inoculator is finishing up. So the Imperial Queen, that currently cannot operate at night, I think, remember, there's 2 traits to a bee, so let's see what happens. So this should go down from 3 to 2 charges when it's done. And it did. Cool. So if we check this out, we can see, let's see, what do we get here? On line 2, Nocturnal's active trait is yes, inactive is no. So we actually want both traits to be yes, so that we guarantee that all offspring, I think, will be nocturnal as well. So let's go ahead and run this bee through another time. So we actually have to run through the nocturnal serum twice if you want both genes, the active and inactive gene, to be changed. So once this guy's done, he should automatically drop down to the bottom here, which means he's got everything that the serum can do for him. Hooray! Imperial Queen should be completely nocturnal at this point. So let's go ahead and analyze and put her in slot 2. Yes and yes. Now the other thing is she's the slowest worker, right? Look at that, slowest worker. That's not good. So luckily I got the fast productivity serum from my cultivated bee. So I think I'm going to put that in her next. I'm just going to, give it a little bit of time to synthesize up. Probably going to want to get a couple charges of that as well because we're probably going to want to apply that to our other bee. Cool. All right, I'm pretty excited about this. Alright guys, and with that, I think we've got an awesome bee. Let's check it out. So I'm going to throw my Imperial Queen, which is now a fast worker, in here, and we can check it out. We've got the Beealyzer ready to go. Took a lot of power to do that, by the way, like a ridiculous amount. But Nocturnal, yes. And speed is fast on both the active and inactive, so that's cool. And we are ready to go ahead and toss the Imperial Queen in here, and she should start. Yes, nice, look at that. It's nighttime, and she's producing stuff for us. Excellent. And because she's a fast worker, she's going to produce all kinds of good stuff. So lots of more royal jelly coming down the line. And I think between this episode and next, I'm going to do the same for my industrial. So the bee that's making all the pollen for us, same deal. So let's get her out of there, analyze it up, and do the same thing. Yeah, I think that's cool. So let's see here. Just double checking. Not nocturnal, right? I don't think so. And they have a slower production, so I want to get fast going, definitely. So nocturnal, no. Let's get our nocturnal serum. 4 charges of excellent quality. Perfect. And we can even double check. You should probably always do this. Double check by throwing it in the purifier, and it should say serum already highest quality. Cool. So let's go ahead and inoculate nocturnal into my industrious. All right. And with that, guys, I think we've hit a pretty good wrapping up point for episode 20. Hope you've enjoyed checking out all the stuff Extra Bees has available. Now, like normal, I'm probably going to be doing some bee stuff now and again, but I'm not going to be focusing on it again for a while. So I know there's a few of you out there who really don't like the bee work, but I'm hoping that the Extra Bees machines and the ability to, grind up the bees that you don't want into liquid DNA and all that cool stuff has made things interesting for you. Now, as for the workshop, I told you guys we're going to be relocating the workshop because right now the workshop where it exists and how it's running is just there's too much in like a small area. It's causing a little bit of lag both on the server and for anybody's clients who show up. It's not too bad at this point, but we kind of want to get ahead of it. So me and Soren came up with an idea to make the workshop at the end of the universe. You put the wrong sign up, Soren. And this is the void world that we've created. Looks like we got the end star field going on in it, so that's pretty neat looking. And Soren's been already getting to work in here. Now there's a few things going on, nothing too crazy, but you can see we've got some liquid transposers and other cool stuff. Soren's got a gravity suit. I think you were going to make me one, weren't you, Soren?
All you need is your quantum suit and your back.
Oh, sweet.
It's all
Awesome.
and those applicators.
And what fabricators? These over here?
Yep.
Nice. So right in here? Oh, cool. Look at that. Awesome. So I need an ultimate lap pack. Do I even have my lap pack? Yeah, I have my lap pack on me. All right.
Yeah. But it should make that ultimate if you just use your lap pack.
Sounds good. Boom.
So, yeah, this is one thing we have to show. When you want to make something that has that, you have to mark it.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then gravity suit, right?
And just do the same with your quantum suit and the other fabricator.
Oh, look at that. Nice. Cool. So put this up here, and yay, I've got a gravity chest plate. Thank you, Soren. Best sidekick ever. Seriously,
Sorry,
he made me a gravity chest plate. That's like the most annoying recipe in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, did somebody already move the mob spawners into the mob spawner age?
I think Zelda did.
Oh, wow. Oh, boy. There's lots of stuff going on here. Dude, look at this ridiculousness. What is going on?
Hey, he was
Oh, man.
He was testing, but I think he only has a couple of them there. I don't think he has them all there yet.
He's definitely got something going on.
Goodness.
I don't think he has the control system turning on and off yet. He's still doing his crazy little get up and go thing here. Yeah. All right, nice. Just wanted to check. Looks like we're gonna have to expand this little area here. All right, let's head back to the workshop. So we're going to be, probably next episode, and maybe even the one after that, relocating a lot of the stuff that's in the workshop to the new workshop. And we're going to try and do our best to be as efficient as possible. So lots of work to be done there. So I hope you guys enjoyed episode 20, and Direwolf 20 signing off. Take it easy.